Good morning, welcome to CATEX TV. Today is Tuesday, October 18th, 2016. My name is Frank Fortunato. If you'd like to follow us on Twitter, please go to CATEX TV. There are reports coming out of London that WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange, who's holed up in the Ecuadorian embassy there, has had his internet access cut off. We'll see if that actually means anything. WikiLeaks, of course, is releasing tens of thousands of emails every day, simultaneously with the Russian government, about Hillary Clinton's time in the State Department. Typhoon Sarika has slammed China's southern island of Hainan earlier today, forcing evacuations and causing 200 flight cancellations. Some 14,000 people have been evacuated. The island's been hit by about 90-mile-an-hour winds. The capital city of Haikou suffered estimated economic losses of about $150 million. The typhoon is expected to pass over Hainan today on its way to the Chinese mainland, where it will make landfall tomorrow afternoon. Meanwhile, Super Typhoon Haima, also known as Lawin in the Philippine Naming Convention, has rapidly intensified and has become the second typhoon in 4 days to hammer the northern Philippines. It's going to hit there tomorrow. Then it's going to turn southeast toward China later in the week. The storm is right now about 650 miles east of Manila. It has experienced an increase of winds from 85 miles per hour on Sunday to 150 miles per hour this morning. This will be the second typhoon landfall on the island of Luzon in a 4-day stretch. Sarika, the aforementioned hurricane that's battering Hainan, hit Luzon last weekend. Following the huge explosion at the BASF chemical plant in Ludwigshafen, Germany, yesterday, investigators have ruled out terrorism as the cause of the blast. 2 people have been killed at least. The police chief in the area said that fire services have not been able to reach the site of the incident yet. Quote, there's still a thick layer of foam on the pipeline where the explosion happened. The pipes will have to cool down before the site can be accessed. The explosion occurred yesterday at about 11:30 a.m. Loss estimates for Hurricane Matthew continue to be revised down. It's becoming increasingly clear that the hurricane's impact will amount to little more than a manageable dent in third-quarter earnings for insurers and reinsurers. Initial fears of a $20 billion-plus industry loss have long subsided. Total insured losses now estimate themselves to end up in the single-digit billions. The storm made landfall in South Carolina on October 8th as a Category 1. Most of the claims are expected to come from the Carolinas. The modeling agencies are estimating that losses in the U.S. would fall between $2.2 and about $6.8 billion. Reinsurers are expected to pick up the majority of losses generated in Florida and in the Bahamas as well, which was hard hit. Analysts are estimating that the losses amount to about $5 billion. If that happens, would impact book value for the companies by about only 1%, or less than a quarter's worth of earnings. 19 people died in a hospital fire in eastern India after smoke filled an intensive care unit earlier today. The fire started at a hospital in the city of Bhubaneswar. It started by a short circuit in the hospital's dialysis unit. Korean car maker Hyundai is recalling more than 84,000 cars in the United States because of a wiring problem that can cause the front passenger airbag to malfunction. The recall covers Genesis coupes from the 2010 to 2016 model years. Meanwhile, the U.S. rock band Foo Fighters has agreed to settle its suit with entertainment insurance broker Robertson Taylor and a number of Lloyd's insurers for an undisclosed sum. The suit related to the insurer's refusal to pay out under a non-appearance and cancellation policy and under a terrorism policy after the band canceled a number of dates following an injury to the lead singer and the Paris terror attacks last year. Insurers for the non-appearance policy were Chubb, Liberty, Berkeley, Brit, Beasley, Swiss Re, Munich Re, Talbot, and Beasley. In 2015, in June, the lead singer fell off the stage during a concert, severely injuring his leg. After taking medical advice, he canceled 7 concerts. Under the cancellation policy, the band expected to receive at least 70% of the cost for gross guarantees from the 7 canceled dates. The band rescheduled several of the dates, but they apparently fell under a rescheduled category, which meant a different classification of insurance. And somehow in this, the Paris terror attacks were tied up in it. The group claimed that Robertson Taylor, the broker, had been, quote, quietly working with London market insurers in such a way as to cause a, quote, dramatic reduction in the value of the claim. The suit had been thrown out by a California judge just 2 weeks ago, but meanwhile the parties seem to have come to an agreement now. That's the news for today. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back and tell you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.